Pikachu?
That's not it.
Beep Pikachu.
Thank
I
you.
don't think that's a. I don't think that's the one either.
Not either, right?
What?
What is it? How do I change it back?
Hello? 1, 2, testing. Am I good?
There you go. You're back.
What? Is that my voice? Is
This is the filter. That was real.
There you go.
Is that a new song?
It's been there for a while. I just haven't played it. I just pushed the button and it started playing. hello, and welcome. Let's go with that one. This is the hype song. Wait, what is this other song playing right now?
Is that a new remix?
I know, right?
Oh, there you go.
All right, welcome to the Nintopics Podcast. It is Friday night, and we are here live on your favorite radio station, 106 Zelda. Talking everything Nintendo. And we got a special guest here. We got the Green Ranger in the house. Last week we had Chuck Norris. This week we got Green Ranger. Tommy Oliver in the house. And we're going to go ahead and send it over to Tommy first. Tommy, how you doing?
Oh, pretty good. Thanks for having me on the podcast. I'm keeping Angel Grove safe. Hey, hold on, Jordan. I got to be on the podcast for a moment. I shaved the beard, so yeah, there's no Chuck Norris this week. It is Tommy Oliver in the house. But it's been a good week. My midterms are over at school.
Nice.
I've been playing some more Echoes of Wisdom. Still haven't beaten it, but really taking my time. Maybe a little bit too much time, but that's also because I've been hopping into some Metal Gear Solid 3 and enjoying that on the side. So my time sort of split between the two. I should prioritize Zelda so I don't get spoiled, But when you start playing another one, they're like, do I play this one or that one? But yeah, Nin 128, good Tommy, definitely good Tommy. So yeah, it's been a good week. How are y'all doing?
I mean, I'm kind of impressed. The community has been pretty good about not spoiling Zelda this far after the game, so it's pretty good. I took my time playing the game, so I encourage you to do the same because it's a fun game, right?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, I'm gonna spoil it. I'm just kidding.
So it ends like this.
So about the ending.
It ends with the credits.
I know.
At the end. All right, and over to Lilly Hyrule. How you doing, Lily?
Doing good. Thank you for asking. We finally made it till Friday. Honestly, work has been a little bit crazy ever since I started this new role, and I'm just glad that it's Friday. And about video games, I mean, I've been struggling. I'm gonna say struggling because I've never played the Oracle games, like Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons. I started with Oracle of Seasons. I am loving the way that the puzzles are made. I do understand how the Zelda community love both Oracle's games, but I don't know if it's just me, but I get very frustrated with the game. I get stuck in many places, and the other day I heard someone saying like when you start playing any 3D Zelda game, if you started like that, then 3D Zelda games, I have never been stuck at all. Like even in the Water Temple and in Ocarina of Time, I've never been stuck in the 3D. But the 2Ds sometimes are a little bit more challenging for me. It's probably because I started with the 3Ds instead.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm loving the puzzles. I'm loving everything that I'm doing. I'm also playing through Echoes of Wisdom. I did already completed it, as I mentioned like 2 streams ago. Because usually the case for me is I don't want, because I report news around Zelda. I don't want to get spoilers. That's why I always focus on beating the game first, and then I start collecting. I managed to collect all of the echoes already. and I'm towards 100% completion on the game. But it has been a lot of fun. I'm loving it, and yeah, that has been my week. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I agree with you. I'm the same way because I am more a 3D Zelda fan than I'm a top down.
No, top down.
Right after I finished, I did 100% the game Echoes of Wisdom.
Nice.
You did?
I took my time. I took my time. I wasn't. I think I remember we had the conversation before in the podcast where like, man, I used to rush through the game just to get the review out. I don't do that much reviews on the channel. I want to. So that's why I created that speedrun review where I did a review like literally in like a minute or two, but in a funny way, whatever. I'll probably work on that one later on. Because it's a spoiler. It's a spoiler review. So I'm waiting a little bit to do that review. But yeah, I'm more into 3D Zelda than I was into 2D Zelda. And for that reason, I forced myself to go back and play Zelda 1.
Yep, that's what I did as well. So far I've been through every single one of the top downs except the oracles. So yeah, because I wasn't a Game Boy girl growing up, so I guess I kind of missed them. Yeah,
I had a Game Boy. Remember, I still have it.
Not me. Yeah,
but I play Zelda 1. I am on the final level right now, level 9. I got all my hearts. I got all of the little trinkets and stuff. And then after that, I'm still debating on whether to play Zelda 2. I'm waiting for Nate to kind of convince me.
Oh my!
If I should play Zelda 2 or not.
I actually hated that game at the very beginning, but I learned to love it. It's really cool. It's really, really good. Like it's very frustrating, but I don't know why. I feel I'm getting a little bit more frustrated with Oracles versus Zelda 2 because it's a different concept, but it's a lot of fun. Like I managed to beat the game.
The art style is just kind of getting to me a little bit. Like I feel like they downgraded from Zelda to Zelda 2.
Yeah.
The map is a little bit more wonky instead of like more like nicer. Like
it's
Zelda.
Very challenging to play.
Yeah,
very challenging.
And then little 8-bit Link sideways walking and then like just talking to
the side scroller. Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I mean, should I go or I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. After I finish that, I'll go play Zelda 2. And then after Zelda 2, I already beat Link's Awakening, but I'm gonna go back to Link's Awakening, and then from then and do the Game Boy Advance ones, and you know,
I guess with Zelda 2 is level up as much as you can.
Yeah,
as much as you can, and learn your stabs. So down stab or upwards, that's gonna save you a lot of time, a lot of headaches.
Learn my stabs.
Down stab, with Link, he can do that. Yeah.
Down stab. How does that work? Down stab, up stab.
Like with the sword, you downwards or upwards. Like you learn the moves. So as soon as you get that move, it's gonna have to save you a lot of headaches.
So it's more than just pressing one button for Link to just.
No, you do need to press down, like jump and press down, as you would do it on the Smash, something like that. It's sort of those are the moves. Yeah, and if you do level up, like that's gonna make it a lot easier for you and learn to use the spells. So that's why it's very, very different to a regular Zelda. It's so different.
It's very interesting. I'm gonna try it out just because of that. Because let's see. Yeah, I'm motivated now. I'm motivated. Let's do it.
You got it.
So, my friends, I want to welcome everyone in the chat for being here on Friday, because not only did you make it through the week, you made it to the best place to start your weekend. And then the Nintopics podcast here, where we have the most fun. We talk about video games. We have fun. We laugh. We joke around and all in between. But today we unfortunately are missing two of our family members, our amazing family members. We got Zach is out due to some family members. He has to attend to some family members. So shout out to Zach, Zach Attack Hendricks, and he'll be back soon. And of course, we have Joycey in the chat, and she's not feeling very well. So if you guys can give Joycey's a lot of heart in the chat for us, that would be amazing. So Joycey, hope you feel better and you enjoy the cast. But we miss you. We miss you.
We do.
All right. So with that, we got some topics to talk about today, guys. We have some business to take care of, because man, is Nintendo being weird, right?
Yeah.
It's been a very weird year. I did a kind of like a recap in today's video of how this year has been. It's been a fantastic year, video game wise, right? It's crazy how Nintendo can be so lacking and yet so giving. Because we had the Zelda game this year, right? We have Mario and Luigi coming next month, right? Mario Party Jamboree, the biggest Mario Party game, launching this month, right? It launched this month earlier.
Last week, actually, I think.
17th?
Or this week. It was last week, right?
Last Thursday, yeah.
And then
Last
last month we had Echoes of Wisdom, launching. So it's like we're not doing bad, but Nintendo is kind of quiet, right? And I think it all has to do with the Switch 2 anticipation. A lot of people are just really anticipating Nintendo saying something. I think they should not have said, we are working on the Nintendo Switch successor, and we'll say it this fiscal year, because when they said that, all hell broke loose. This fiscal year, it's happening next week. You get videos and you get rumors, and you get people jumping on the rumors. And I mean, I'm a news channel, so I got to cover it all. Next week? No, it's not gonna be next week. No, the following week is gonna be next week. I like thumbnail today. It was like, where there's smoke, there's fire. I mean, there's always smoke everywhere.
It has been like that for years, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's getting bigger.
And so
hardest to predict. This has been the hardest Nintendo to predict, though.
Yeah.
This year, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so those who follow Nintendo closely, I mean, us as content creators, we follow Nintendo closely, and fans who follow Nintendo closely, you know that you have a Nintendo Direct in September and in February, right? That's the initial Direct. This year we did not have one. We had an indie world. We had a partner showcase, right? We had an indie world in April. Then we had our regular Nintendo Direct, one Direct in June, and that is it. And then towards the end of August, we get that double feature, the Indie World Indie Partner Showcase, a double whammy back to back, right? So if you look at it, Nintendo has only had one opportunity this year to announce for their first party games, right? And then you would look at the February Direct as the Direct where they announce what's happening next year for the first couple of months. And so far, we only got Donkey Kong in January, right? And it's a game which half our people are happy about, some not, because I guess it's like the 7th or 8th remake of Donkey Kong Country. What's that name? The name of the game?
Tropical Freeze.
Tropical Freeze.
Or Donkey Kong Country Returns.
Yeah, there you go.
Returns is the one that we're getting in January. Yeah.
Yeah. And then that game has gotten a lot of remakes already, right? Ports and remakes.
First on Wii, then on 3DS, and then now on Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. So I saw a little meme about this is the seventh reincarnation of Donkey Kong Country Returns. Not gonna die.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything because I love Kingdom Hearts, and I have every copy on every console. So
you're right. Yeah. Some games like Kingdom Hearts is just a treasure. It's a treasure.
Yeah, but they have been releasing it for every console. Console. It's just crazy. Yeah.
So that's where we are now, my friends. We are in limbo, in complete limbo.
Like the meme, like Travolta, like that. Like.
Yeah, there is really that Nintendo stays quiet for the rest of the year, right? Because we're now at the end of October. It is October 25th. I mean, there's still a possibility. October is not done yet. Nintendo is being weird, so they can even drop a trailer. Can you imagine a trailer on Halloween Day? Just like I said in the video. Halloween Day, they drop a trailer out of the blue. It is a Friday, I think it is, right? It's a Friday. No,
it's Thursday. Thursday is gonna be Halloween.
Thursday, and it's Thursday, and it falls on a day where they release games. So it could be on the 30th or on that Friday, or not on the Thursday. And with them doing the partner showcase at Indie World at the end of August, right, where we are close to a month after that, right? It was been almost a month since they gave us that Indie World showcase and partner direct. We can't rule it out. We can't say no, it's going to happen, but we can't rule it out because Nintendo is they're I think they are now in Furukawa gas, where it's not unleaded, it's not premium, it's some other gasoline that never stops, right? I'm speechless, guys. I'm very, very speechless. Super. Let's see here. Can you hear the music now? Good.
Yeah,
Can
it
you
was
hear?
a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, good. But yeah, man, it's been a really hectic month with Nintendo, but at least we have a rain of light came out of the darkness, and this rain of light came in the least expected way.
Very subtle.
It's by a company called Platonic. Platonic Games released a trailer for their new remake, I guess, of the game. I think it's a remake of the first game, right?
A remake.
A remake of the first game. And towards it, the game looks, by the way, the game looks beautiful, has a lot of fixes, a lot of updates and everything. I can't wait to get to play it. And towards the end of the trailer, they went ahead and shared a little piece of information. The way they shared it, that blew the internet away. It blew the internet. Like literally, it started trending within minutes of it being out. Let me see if I can find it here. Am I Yooka-Replaylee? That's the game, right? Yooka-Replaylee.
Lily instead of Yooka-Lily. Lily.
Yooka-Replaylee.
La 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 la.
I like the clever name. It's funny.
It is. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's like a tongue twister for me.
So
I can't English today.
You can't. Where is it? I thought. Wait, hold up. Where is it? Did they remove it from this trailer and only added it to their X trailer?
I'm not sure because I watched the one from X.
Oh wait, this is 4 months ago. Never mind. This is 4 months.
Okay, that's probably why.
What in the world? This is the one.
That's the one. That's the one. Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
man, what the heck? Commercial. What is
Those
this?
googly eyes at the end, though.
Yeah, you want to get. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, do they know something we don't with those googly eyes?
Look at that.
There you go.
Right? Do they know something we don't with these little eyes here? Because these are Odyssey eyes. Okay, they're
There's
two
Cappy.
eyes. There's Cappy's eyes. Yeah, these are Odyssey eyes, and there's Cappy's eyes. There are two of them, of course, the two eyes. I don't know, but the thing is that it broke the internet, and they're just having fun with it, right? I speculated in the podcast, in today's video, that man, developers are in the same boat as we are. We're anticipating the Nintendo Switch 2, and they can't wait so that they can announce their games are coming to it. So with that, I want to go ahead and hear what our star cast have to say about this. Paul, what are your thoughts on this little
It's like a wink.
Yeah, this little wink here that Platonic just gifted us because we needed it.
It's definitely a clever tease, as a small publisher, yet successful enough, and developer themselves, they know better than writing down Nintendo Switch 2 or coming up with their own logo or using the real logo or real name if they know that. So they're not going to make a mistake like that.
Yeah.
But they either approached Nintendo and said, could we use just the Nintendo racetrack logo and have a subtle hint? Or they didn't even contact, but they just took that small gamble and said, you know what? We need to do something that will build up some hype, let some people know that we're in development for next generation. Take that small chance that Nintendo's not going to get upset, but they probably are just as aware as we are that the fans are very curious. So this sort of satisfies a lot, and we'll get a lot of people talking. And that's what this is doing, like a very small gesture, this very little hint was, and the eyes, they move around too until they kind of land there and they look. So I thought it was cute. It's fun. It's clever. And whether this implies by them doing this, something is coming soon or not, we don't know. That's a little bit of speculation. The fact that they dropped this now and have these eyes, maybe Nintendo's getting ready for something next week. That's sort of the wishful thinking. It could be, or even if you take that out of the context, at the very least, this is safely coming to next generation Nintendo hardware. And that's pretty exciting because the first game was good, and then the second side-scrolling one was fun as well. And this is, like this remake, reimagining, tighter version of that first 3D adventure. So, and also it doesn't have a logo for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch. This is just for
next gen,
newer series of hardware. So, taking a little bit more guts, needing a little more CPU, GPU boost to see their vision and bring their old game to newer heights. It's pretty exciting.
It is.
I'm happy. I wonder, gosh, it would be really cool if next week, I hope next week we get Nintendo Switch 2. I would love it. I don't know if it's happening or not, but I would love it. But if it doesn't happen, over these next few weeks, it would be really neat if other companies started doing something similar.
Yep.
That might put some pressure on Nintendo, but I don't know if other
Nintendo
companies would be willing to go that far in. But it would be kind of neat for us.
Yeah. To a point to that, Nintendo did already publicly admit they're working on they're going to reveal it within this fiscal year, and they refer to it as the Nintendo Switch successor. So in a way, if a third-party developer wants to say, hey, our game is coming to the Nintendo Switch successor, that's the name that's already out there. So maybe they can use that to their benefit to say, I mean, they're doing it and they work for them. I agree with you, Paul. We're talking about it now. We're showing the trailer. Whatever they did, it worked. Marketing wise, it was genius. What do you think, Lily?
I wasn't expecting anything like that. I do agree with most of what you just said, Paul, in terms of I feel that they're kind of playing it safe, of course, because you don't want to get involved into something that might, get you into trouble with Nintendo, right? So they're playing it safe, but they kind of I feel that it's a subtle pressure to Nintendo, and like Paul said, probably we might be able to get more these developers or publishers to share something like that, right? So also it kind of gives me a little bit of hope in terms of seeing more, because for me it's a little bit disappointing sometimes, or has been disappointing for me sometimes, when it comes to a game that I'm very excited for and they announced it for every platform except Nintendo Switch. So if they're including more Nintendo games, in this case for the Nintendo successor, I feel very excited for it, because I'm like, okay, probably we're not going to miss out a lot of, because they're they are amazing games. They're not really Nintendo's, or more like partners. But sometimes they're not even available on the Switch because they can't really, the Nintendo Switch is not powerful enough to run them, right? Or to render all the graphics and, all that kind of stuff. So I'm very excited for this. And I don't know if they kind of, if Platonic knew that this was something that they wanted to take a risk on, like if they were, or they probably use this as a wave, right? Because everybody's kind of expecting Nintendo Switch 2 or the successor to get a lot of eyeballs and our trailer. Then probably we should just hint it there and see how people react to it. I think it's a win-win.
Yeah,
it's a win-win because Nintendo's. I hope Nintendo's feeling the pressure now.
I agree. If you look at the I'm zooming in as much as I can to the bottom part.
Okay, I see. Okay, the Nintendo logo is a trademark, and then I can't really see that because there's white placed on.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just look at it.
Yeah, it says the Nintendo logo is a trademark of Nintendo, and then Sony Interactive Entertainment LLC PlayStation PlayStation Family mark. PS4 logo, PS5 logo.
Mhm.
PlayStation shapes. Says here what else? And play has no limits. Are registered to trademarks or trademarks of Sony Interactive.
Mhm.
They're including everything here. It's funny how they just have the main next gen logos on top, and then on the bottom in this little thing has Xbox here, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S. The series are trademarks. Blah blah blah. I think this is just like a little template they have, and then
Mhm.
they want to
Probably.
cover other bases. But yeah, they do have only the next gen systems here. Of course, we don't know what this is yet.
Mhm.
Googly eyes, and of course PC. But I love that the fact that they just they have that, and like Paul said, right here, when you look at before, you see it's very obvious what they're doing because you can see here. Look at the eyes, and it just stops. It just stops.
Exactly on the Nintendo logo. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks around like
They can say, "Hey, we didn't say anything. We
exactly. To me, that was like the cleverest thing that ever, for real. But I really, and Paul, I really hope developers are listening to you right now, because I really hope that they actually take on this and follow through, right? Even if it's not the eyes, or maybe just take the eyes too, just do the same thing, or just put the logo of Nintendo without the Switch branding on it. Kind of also giving us the hint, because they can use a logo if it's coming to Nintendo platforms. They don't really have to specify; just use the Nintendo logo there instead of the Nintendo Switch there. But friends, things are happening. Things are happening. Nintendo is taking a bit. Well,
taking its time.
Yeah, they're following the schedule they have. We don't know what's happening behind the scenes, but I guess they're cooking. We just have to trust that they're doing something good, and whatever they have planned is gonna be awesome. Just a heads up, my friends. Let me go ahead and put the banner. But today we are starting the Q&A only with an hour and a half within the podcast. So within an hour from now, we start the Q&A for the podcast, so that we can get you guys involved and answer your questions. So you can ask any question you want, whether it's Nintendo Switch 2, whether it's video games, any particular question for Lily, any questions for Tommy Oliver, and any question for myself. You can go ahead and ask it right away. If you do want to become part of the conversation, then you can also super chat in your question. We will read it on the air, and then of course make that a part of the conversation, is kind of go with it as well. Let me go ahead and find the thing here. Okay, right there we go. So yeah, if you have a question, you can go ahead and ask your question. We're gonna go ahead and then start that question and then answer it towards the end. Let me go ahead and show this one right here. Boo Mini has gifted membership. So thank you, Boo Mini, for that gifted membership. And who was the lucky
Tall Show?
Tall Show. Welcome,
we got the membership.
Welcome, Tall Show, to the Odyssey as a member. You are great. Thank you so much. And thank you, Boo Mini, for your support. You are always awesome, and you are a special part of the podcast.
Oh, Joycey, by the way, she's saying, now answer the most important question. Yes, you should play Zelda.
Yeah.
Listen to Joycey, please.
For real. Yeah, especially Echoes of Wisdom. If you have not picked it up, go ahead and pick it up very, very fast, because it's gonna be awesome. All right. So with that, we have the Yooka-Replaylee thingy happening all and we're just waiting on Nintendo to do its thing, right? Nintendo Switch 2 is around the corner, guys. I know we're all waiting for it. It's we're jittery, like if we had just had coffee, just like looking at looking our page and stuff, and I have I don't know if I should do it. I have a script for a parody. It's called have you seen those commercials for these medications that that at the end they list like 20,000
Side effects.
Side effects.
I totally know. They include.
Yeah, I'm like, side effects may include nosebleed, hemorrhoids, and sometimes death. Like, and
You
then,
know that reminds me of Crash Bandicoot. Don't we have something like that with the crocodile? Let me just find it.
with that same theme.
Yeah. It's in the game actually. It's one of the. I think it's Crash Bandicoot 4, but let me just find it. But it's one of the crocodiles, and he's watching television, and there's an ad about it, exactly the way that you're describing it.
Well, I'm working on a video skit with that. Do you guys want to hear the music?
Sure.
Yeah. Tease.
Even the music is custom. All right, I'll show you the music before I even show you the let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen here really fast. Before I even show you because Switch 2 is a fever, guys, and we need to kind of address it with some medication. I know the side effects may include a lot of crazy stuff, but with this medication that I'm about to recommend you, it's gonna work out.
If you take the red pill or the blue, we can't guarantee what'll happen to you. But with Switch, Room, or X, you'll be just fine. Knitting tiny sweaters, one day at a time.
The little jingles. Ding.
The mellow jingle. You'll see the entire video. It's hilarious. It includes a whole bunch of side effects that are crazy enough. But it's for everyone who's addicted to Switch Rumors. We have Switch Rumor X. It's a new medication that's coming out very soon, and the commercial on the channel for you guys to enjoy and to order right away if you need it. Okay, if you need help, guys, don't be afraid. Just
don't forget to include a hotline.
Oh yeah, 1-800-SWITCH Rumor X.
Yep, please. I share it in the chat if you want to see it. But it's Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time, and it's Dingo Dial. So it's a crocodile, and the first part of it, it's exactly what you described. But I think it's about his restaurant or something like that. So it's really funny.
let me go ahead and get the logo, the video in and share it here quick. All right, sharing screen. The screen is being shared. Where is it? Okay. I've never seen this one before.
Crash Bandicoot 4 was amazing.
Crash Bandicoot 4. Okay. You guys can see it?
Yeah, we can see
I'm
it.
not sure if you can hear it. Hopefully you can, because I've been having issues with that.
Yeah, we can see it. You can lower the volume a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, crikey, I'm starved. Wait, is that roadkill pie? Slogging centipede gumbo? Braised potatoes with guacamole? Well now, what have we got here? Either that vile swill Papa Batfield cooks up in his filthy outhouse. Come on down to Dingo's Diner.
Food served at Dingo's Diner may not meet the legal definition of food. Consume at your own risk. Side effects of dining at Dingo's Diner may include fatigue, increased body odor, risk-seeking behavior, thinking too much about your uncle, increased hunger, alienation from friends and family, skin irritation, ennui, leaky orifices, oozing orifices, flowing orifices.
You fucking stay out of my diner.
And his kid is going and going in the background.
What? Profuse vomiting.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thinking too much about your uncle.
You might be thinking too much about your uncle.
That's hilarious.
Fatigue, and I don't know what else. It was super funny when I saw it the first time.
Yeah, that's hilarious. It's something similar. I have something similar to that.
Yep. There you go.
But yeah, Paul, you have something to say?
No, laughing, smiling at the idea and the overall. No, that's it.
But you're still doubting if you want to do it, or you're gonna do it?
Oh, I'm already doing it. I just Yeah, so I already have the script. I'm doing it. Just finished the music for it, so it's gonna be.
Nice. Okay, I see.
I'm trying to make it believable as possible. People can watch Switch Rumor X. All right, we got another topic that we want to go over besides the ukulele, right? Ukulele replay.
Yooka-Replaylee, whatever.
Yooka-Replaylee.
Yooka-Replaylee? Yeah, that sounds, yeah.
And it has to do with May 23rd, the possible Switch 2 release day. I don't think Nintendo's going to release the system on the same day as they do. They open up Super Nintendo World, because that's our topic. Super Nintendo World, Donkey Kong is opening up on May 23rd. Can you believe it? Day one park sale is already done. It's sold out. Like day one for the park is sold out within the first hour. So there is the grand opening of Super Nintendo World in Epic Universe. There is also Donkey Kong World opening up Universal Studios in May 23rd. Not only that, but there are other parks that are going to be opening after that. That's the exciting part. Okay, we know about Donkey Kong. We know about Super Nintendo World, which I guess they should call it the Mushroom Kingdom already, right? Because right, Super Nintendo World, Nintendo embodies a lot of characters. It's not just Mario. So they could maybe call it the Mushroom Kingdom here. Everything is Super Nintendo World. What's Super Nintendo World? Well, Super Nintendo World is a group of parks. It has Mushroom Kingdom. It has Donkey Kong Country. It has The Legend of Zelda. It has Splatoon. But exciting information, exciting things are going on when it comes to Super Nintendo World. If you guys live close by, then I know Paul lives next to Mario over there in Universal Studios.
I'll take a warp pipe.
Yeah, there you go. He has a warp pipe in the backyard. And so with that, there are other parks that I hope you guys didn't know of, because we would like to be the first to tell you, so surprise you, right? They are in the middle of closing down what is Bart Simpson, the Simpsons ride in Universal Studios. And the what is that? This is land, the land of it's what is it called? I know there's a Poseidon there. It's a big mythological place or whatever that they have in Universal Studios, which they are always closing down. Now, Poseidon's Fury is one of the rides that is within the Lost Continent is what's called the entire park. Yeah. And so that is rumored to be the lands of Hyrule coming onto there. And so they
better do. Yeah. They better be.
There's going to be 3 focuses on the lands of Hyrule. It's going to be Breath of the Wild, Twilight Princess, and the Wind Waker are going to be the 3 types of rides or themes that they're going to be kind of implementing within the park. I know that Poseidon's Fury is a type of ride where you go in. I think you first you get on a boat and then you go into a room and you have to solve something to get into the next room. So it's like a dungeon. It's like finding a key, go to the dungeon, get to the next room, like playing Zelda, right? So I'm guessing they can repurpose that and saying, okay, this is the dungeon in the temple, the water temple or whatever, right? Poseidon's Fury, because Poseidon is the god of what of the water, right?
Yep.
Isn't he in SpongeBob? Is that Poseidon in SpongeBob?
Yes.
Right. So they could turn that into the water temple. I'm not sure how much they're gonna change.
People are gonna have like PTSD afterwards.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's gotta be super stressful for a lot of Zelda people. Like the Zelda community, it's gonna be like,
yeah.
No, I don't want to get in there. Claustrophobic. I'm not gonna go out there. Lion. Like no.
What was that?
I just want to ride the King of Red Lions, and like go through this ocean-like setting. And
yeah.
Man, sounds cool. So many possibilities.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I knew this would happen. Just as we're having a lot of fun, my kids have trunk or treat tonight, which is
Uh-huh.
like the thing at their school where they dress up in Halloween costumes.
Oh, so cool.
It's a saber
So-
trick or treat. It's a saber part. It's a saber trick or treat.
I've got to go.
Yeah.
No worries, Paul.
Go ahead, enjoy your
But-
time. Say hi
Keep
to
enjoying the fun conversation, and y'all in chat have fun watching Lily and Mike talk, and I'll see you later.
All right.
Bye, Paul.
Bye.
Take
Good
care.
night.
Good night.
All right. So, the lands of Hyrule, right? I know in Universal Studios. Have you been to Universal Studios?
Only to the one in Hollywood, and it was
Hollywood.
before Super Mario World. So I've never been to Universal Studios Orlando.
How about SeaWorld?
In California, not Orlando. I've never been to Orlando or Florida, so no.
Okay. So in
Yeah.
SeaWorld, at least I'm pretty sure they have it in both areas. Did you go when they built the ice area, like with the penguin?
Yeah.
I think March of the Penguins or whatever. It's like a really nice penguin area. And then they also have an area where you enter a dome, and inside that dome it's all not projection, but all it's a movie all around you, basically, like a dome. So everything around you.
Projection dome. Okay.
Yeah. And so there you are taking the life of a little turtle as the turtle's being born, like from the egg, and then the little journey.
Surviving, not getting killed by birds.
Yeah, it happens in the ride, right? You take a little, you pitter patter to the sea, you grow and whatever, and so that same dome could be also be used to create so many worlds within the Legend of Zelda, right?
Yeah.
Be more interactive. And so maybe have Ganon kind of attack you from everywhere, just kind of appear and stuff. But you have to kind of use whatever they give you to kind of attack him or something. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot they can do with that. There's a lot they can do when it comes to not just rides, but something more interactive, like a ride where you actually take part. I'm a really big fan of the Toy Story ride in Disney, just because you sit there and you just kind of shoot stuff, you know. So there's a lot that can happen in Super Nintendo World in that regard. Another thing they're building is Pokemon. I think it's where the Simpsons are gonna stop. Pokemon's gonna take over. So literally, the Nintendo IP is taking over Universal, which I kind of feel bad for Disney because once they take that part and revamp the entire thing, it's gonna be amazing, you know, having all the Nintendo characters there. Pokemon Cafe is coming to Epic Universe, which is by so far only found in Japan. There's no Pokemon Cafe, you know, only here. So there's the ramen museum that's which is also only found in Japan. The ramen museum,
where you can make your own ramen or stuff like that. I've seen that.
Yeah, it's not coming to Universal, but it's coming outside Universal. Okay,
like a
because of the
surroundings.
Because of the expansion of Epic Universe, that whole area is being abandoned. A lot of shops are coming by, and it's super fun. There's one Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion is also a part of the project. And don't ask me how I know this, but I got a source. I have a source. I used to work at Universal Studios. I know a lot of people there, and of course I know a lot of people in management. So it's gonna be crazy when they're done with that. It's gonna be amazing. So with that, I'm gonna ask you this question, Lily. Zelda wise, Lands of Hyrule, what is your expectation when you're walking into Hyrule for the very first time in person? What do you expect to see and find there?
Oh my. I guess I've seen Universal has been getting way better when it comes to, you know, the whole compared to Disney, of course, like the immersiveness of the lands. So I've never been to Super Nintendo World, but I have a feeling that whenever you transition over to a different area or to a different zone, you are going to be completely immersed on it, meaning like the songs that you're hearing or the noises that you can hear or whichever is the case. So the way that I imagine it, it's more like a very kind of, I would say that they're gonna play it safe when it comes to which IPs, which Zelda game they're gonna be focusing a little bit more heavier when it comes to just the entrance of the doors, right?
Yeah.
So I'll say they're gonna go with Breath of the Wild. I was during E3 2015, I think, when they were announcing Breath of the Wilds, and they had this huge shrine. I didn't know what it was back then. It was so impressive, and you were able to walk through it, and they would take you into an actual theater, and they had like the whole the screen had the design of the Sheikah slate. I never knew that back then, of course, when I was first playing it. And then as you were seeing like the whole thing happening, and then Link, looking at the entire Hyrule Kingdom in Breath of the Wilds, then the theater opened up, and then you were able to walk in to play the demo. It was so impressive. And that was only E3. So knowing how Nintendo have this kind of same storytelling experience and immersiveness on their games, and what they have done with the Super Nintendo World, I feel like it's going to be an amazing experience as soon as you walk in through the door. And I'm just going to say it, I'm just going to straight up start crying like a baby if that is the case. So I don't know, it's just I feel that having this Legend of Zelda being the next one, it makes me very, very happy if that is going to be the case. Also, Pokemon, like even Pokemon, I know that Pokemon is huge, and even though it's not, I don't consider myself very knowledgeable on the matter, but they have great potential. And also because let's think about business wise, of course, they want to sell merch, right? So I see it very, very feasible of getting a lot of Pokemons there, and would it be like a very, very beautiful experience. And I don't know, in terms of the whole riding system, I'll say that they can probably go with 2 the most, and probably the third one being like a more walking experience instead of an actual ride. But yeah, I really hope that they I don't know, I also imagine that having the Hyrule Castle not able for you to walk in it completely, but more like what's the ride there's a hidden ride for baby for Bowser Jr., right? And Super Nintendo World, and it's on the castle, as far as I understand. It's a very small castle compare.
It's like for Bowser Jr. there's a mission.
Yeah, right. You have to collect a lot of things around the area, and it's definitely something that they can aim for as well. But I wouldn't be considering like them building an entire Hyrule Castle, like probably portion of it, but not entirely. You know how they usually work with perspective and stuff, so it makes it look bigger, but it's not, or farther away, but it's not what it looks like, basically.
Yeah. I hope they do.
So I'm very, very excited. I mean, I started crying when I saw the Millennium Falcon in front of me in Galaxy's Edge, so I'm like, okay. I'm definitely gonna lose my mind as soon as they open up the land of I don't know what's it going to call, like
so far
the name of it.
Placeholder name is Lands of Hyrule. Lands of Hyrule.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's
well, and that also makes sense when it comes to having multiple Zeldas involved. Well, Legend of Zelda games, right?
Yeah.
But the only thing that I'm considering are the characters, because I don't want to see Princess Zelda with like Princess Peach right now, right? Like a cartoon kind of. I want to see like an actual cosplayer, but if you put it that way, like instead of a big face and
her head is huge.
Or probably Toon Link. You can do that with Toon Link, but I'm not sure about Zelda or Ganondorf. Will be super funny though.
I agree. I see them doing more live action cosplay than the big head.
Yeah.
But going back to the castle, I want to see a big castle. If they did it with Cinderella's castle at Disney, man, I want to see. I want I want Universal's castle version to be the Hyrule Castle, and maybe construct half of it, like so you can see the front of it only, and you're able to go inside or whatever, and then meet Zelda there, right? And then you see Link right next to her, standing there with his Master Sword, live action, just kind of there, right? It'll be pretty cool. And then Zelda Knights. I don't know if Zelda Knights you, but
I would love to see a Deku Tree
the great.
for the Great Deku Tree, but for Breath of the Wild. Like,
Yeah.
even though I'm a huge fan of the one from Ocarina of Time,
Mhm.
like having the pedestal and the Master Sword and being able to pull it out or do something with it, being interactive, sounds like
Yeah.
a great idea. And also Koroks everywhere.
It would be so awesome if Lands of Hyrule would be this. There's it's Lands of Hyrule, but the center of it all is the Great Deku Tree right in the middle, like huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the centerpiece. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll work.
We're stealing a lot from Disney. Like that's Animal Planet, is it? What do you call
Animal
that?
Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom. Yeah, they have the Tree of Life there.
Yeah.
But man, that'll be awesome. With the Pokemon thing, we can have depending on when it happens, some glasses you can put on so you can actually see Pokemon around the park and try to catch them, right? Do something weird around the park where people can just collect things and collect their Pokemon, or even Pokemon Go. Put them in there, like make something that you can kind of interact, and at the end you can maybe redeem it for something good, like a badge. Make like real life badges within the park that you can collect. If you go around the park and you collect so many Pokemon, you beat a gym battle over here. They actually give you an actual badge for your for beating the Pokemon. So that's something they can actually do. Or you're already paying for the ticket. So
yeah, that's my only thing. Like, I hope that it doesn't go crazy like the Disney tickets, because they recently did an increase on the ticketing again. Every year they do. But yeah, like they're gonna have so many lands there. Like,
yeah,
you're gonna have a blast just by going. Like, it doesn't really matter if you're not really into you're gonna find a lot of things to do with all the parks and areas that they're gonna have available for that. So
one thing that I don't understand why I know why they're doing the price hikes is because business is down, so they have to recompense in a certain way. I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
And they're investing as well,
yeah,
to make the parks bigger, better. Yeah, for sure.
But I think when it's all said and done, it all starts in May 23rd. Already day one is sold out. I'm right now on the list to be there on Media Day, which I think is like a week before the park opens.
Nice.
I was invited for Media Day. I had my pass to go on Media Day for the one in Los Angeles, but I couldn't make it. I couldn't get there. But the media person from there contacted the media person over here, and we made connection and said, okay, when.
Yeah, they're not the same. Like, I had my contact for Disney, but back in California, but
not
here. Not on the East Coast.
Yeah, so I did approach the media person over there. They told me, oh yeah, you have to contact this one. So they made the contact for me, and then
nice.
We got
very good.
Yeah, so hopefully I'll get some footage for you guys. I am crazy enough to open a second channel and have it all be just Super Nintendo theme park, Donkey Kong, Legend of Zelda, just all theme parks, but just the theme parks.
Nice.
Just, like little theme park channel.
Yeah, because they have seasonal food, like specials, and new merch that they have available in certain times of the year. Like, there's so much potential. Yeah.
And one of you out there, what you guys gave me that idea. I think, Mike, you should open a second channel and just do it about the theme park. That way, the rides, film the ride, and we can see the rides from wherever we are. Because there's a lot of people who will never make it to the theme park, right? Sadly, but they can actually experience the park through the channel. So I live across the street. It's gonna be right there. So I can do that. I can do that, and you guys get to experience the thrills and what is it, the other thing they say? The thrills and chills and drills.
I'm very excited for the Donkey Kong roller coaster though, but I really want to try that one.
Yeah. I'm gonna try, guys. I'm gonna try because I keep getting the request because I'm gonna try to go over to the area, the construction area, with my drone and get some footage for you guys to give you guys an update on how everything is looking. I've tried the last time, but they wouldn't let me through. So I'm gonna have to find another location and then fly my drone up from there and then get the
Yep.
footage from there. But when it's all said and done, look, when it's all said and done, we're gonna have the Mushroom Kingdom. There's gonna be
Mhm.
Donkey Kong Country, right? Country Land or whatever. There's gonna be Lands of Hyrule. Okay, we're gonna have a Pokemon ride, which we don't know what it is. It could be Pokemon Snap, right? Just kind of snapping Pokemon. There's gonna be Luigi's Mansion, right? And then
I love Luigi's Mansion.
yeah,
Yes.
Luigi's Mansion, and then there's some type of Splatoon thing. I'm guessing the Splatoon thing is gonna be like what the Toy Story ride is, where you kind of strap on there, and there's gonna be roller coasters going around, and you're kind of shooting each other with paint guns. It's not really paint guns. It's just it kind of shoots you, and then the points get marked on the device. That's one of the rumors. That's not really confirmed yet. But one of the it's like a roller coaster. It's like 3 roller coasters that go in different directions, but you
Mhm.
get to see the other roller coaster people, and then you get to shoot at them with whatever like little gun you have, and then you accumulate points. And yeah, but I don't think Splatoon is Splatoon without paint. I just hope they put you on in a room and just give you paint guns and just it. And that So with that, Super Nintendo World, and let me see what else we have here. So Super Nintendo World, May 23rd. There's also something else rumored to be revealed on May 23rd. Not May 23rd, but in May. And we don't know whether this thing, I don't think anybody knows. I think this is all exclusive here. Nobody knows that. Okay, nobody knows that. It's exclusive to be in May, and we don't know whether they are pairing it up with Super Nintendo World. That is the guy that is the guy trolling. There's a troll. Get the trolls
No
out.
longer here.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He's gone.
So yeah, there's a rumored thing happening in May, which we trace back to another rumor, and of course it's the launch of Nintendo Switch 2.
Mm.
Okay, nobody knows. And don't ask me because I have no clue. Nintendo is off. They don't know. What I'm lost. Like I was able to follow Nintendo for a long time, but I can't anymore. Can you, Lily?
Mm.
No, you cannot follow Nintendo. We cannot follow Nintendo and what they're doing. All we know is that something is coming. When they announce it, they will announce it. It'll be out there, and then when it's out, it's out. We really can't. We can't follow Nintendo. We don't know what they're doing. It's they're off script. We got a direct at the end of August. That just blew it out. That just kind of blew the top for me. And ever since that was it. You know? And so with that, I don't think May is the month. If now that we have the Super Nintendo World opening in May, and I don't think Nintendo's gonna overshadow the opening of Super Nintendo World with the Nintendo Switch 2, you know, and all signs are pointing to a reveal next year. Because yeah, this is already done. This year's already done. After October, we have November and we have December, and these are holiday season, holiday games. So Nintendo will be focused on selling their things. So what do you think?
I think that they want to handle Nintendo. I feel like Nintendo wants to handle everything separate completely.
Yeah.
So I don't think that that's going to be the case in terms of, that gives me another hint that it's potentially not going to happen on May, like the release, because they have been very, very, very careful as to, even though they already have movies, for example, we know that, Legend of Zelda movie is coming. Another Super Mario movie is also coming. And every time that they're not mixing them. That's what I'm trying to say. Like they're
Mhm.
always very handling everything separately. So they want full attention on every single one of their attractions. So whether if it's the theme parks, then they're just going to be focusing on the theme parks, and then the movies, and then the the video games or consoles, whichever is the case. So I feel that that's also another reason why Nintendo is kind of being very, very quiet, because
Mhm.
they're planning this very carefully.
Yeah.
So they don't overstep into different, different things that they're currently working on, because everything is being supervised by them. So
Yeah.
I mean, they are very paying attention to a lot of the details and every aspect. So if it's a movie, if it's a video game, of course video games is a given, right? Because it's
Yeah.
Nintendo. Movies and theme parks, which, by the way, if you go to the Orlando resort, Universal Orlando Resort website,
Yeah.
there is already a 3D rendering of the Donkey Kong area, so you can pretty much get a it's like a 3D walkthrough,
Yeah.
and they do have a lot of things. Like they even they have everything, the entire rendering of the park, so it looks amazing, including the tracks.
Working on it right now. Let's see
Yeah,
here.
yeah, you can go to the website, and we have the Super Nintendo World, but I think that a lot of people already know that. But if you
Mhm.
go into the Donkey Kong Country, which I found, where was it? It's sort of an interactive land.
And it's called Donkey Kong Country, right? I'm like,
I think so. Yeah. After the Toadstool Cafe, it takes you to
for tickets.
yeah. It's Donkey Kong Country. It takes you through the pipe for you to go in it.
All right, let's see here. Let me go and share my screen. I think I'm in it. Let's see here. Oh, it says tap to explore. Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I mean, well, I wonder why they would do that instead of have people like just visit the park.
And
Right.
these are things that I have never seen before, to be honest. You have
Right?
the Minecart Madness. That's going to be the name of the roller coaster.
Oh yeah. So tap here to go. Let's tap the right arrow. Okay.
Yeah, so you have to keep going. So it shows you like the animation of everything that's within Super Nintendo World, and then you can go more.
Yeah, this is Mario Kart right here.
Yeah.
You go in there, and then this is Mario Motors. This is the exit for the gift shop, where you get the gift shop. Then we travel around. Hey, that's Princess Peach's castle, and I guess we're going somewhere else. Oh, you got the Yoshi's little ride here,
That's super cute.
right? Look at the
Little Koopa.
yeah, that's pretty cool. And then we have, and they have the same exact thing for Donkey Kong, right? Same thing.
I think it didn't allow me to click on much, but if you keep going, it's gonna give you the entire render of the land.
Okay, there's a key challenges and interactive activities. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, those are the keys that you get in order for you to get to the Bowser Jr. Ride. I think you have to get 3 keys, if I'm not mistaken. You're very close. One more, and then you're gonna get there.
And
that's the last one. Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one. You see?
There you go.
So it takes you through, and then you see Donkey Kong Country.
Oh.
And you see the entire land.
Wow, this looks amazing.
Right. And I was like, okay, well, they have everything there. Oh my God.
Look at that. Look at the car. It looks like it's actually,
that is jumping. It looks scary.
I wonder how because right, of course, this is a render, so it's gonna tell. Man, I'm so intrigued how they made that work. I know there's 2 tracks. There's one underneath and one on the bottom, and I'm guessing that they made the pole that connects them both.
Yes.
More invisible.
So there are videos out there how the mechanism works, but basically, it's connected to a second rail under it that's holding the entire. It's one piece basically, one piece together. So as soon as it keeps going, and that's the one that's gonna basically is attached to the cart, so it makes you feel like you're jumping the rails, but you're not. You're actually, well secured under that rail.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's the main rail that you're always on. You think you're on that fake rail, but you're really not.
You're not. No, otherwise you're gonna. I don't know. It sounds super scary.
But look at this. Look at the entire world.
Yep.
That is insane. That is crazy. And look at all this. Like, well, this is just a render, but there is a lot of space for them to build more. They are already clearing out another section, which people think it's going to be part of Super Nintendo World. Well, we don't know. We don't know anything yet. I haven't heard anything about it. Could be related to Super Nintendo World. Could be Luigi's Mansion. Could be something else. But I know there's another area section they're clearing out with nothing on there just yet. But man, this is exciting. This is exciting.
It sure is.
And this is the Donkey Kong. Well, not Donkey Kong ride. This is the Mario Kart ride. You get these are these are the kind of the goggles that I'm talking about. If they have something like this at the park where you can actually see Pokemon around the park, right? Because you can wear this. I'm guessing this is like it's like a 3D kind of goggle thing. And of course, this is the park here. Very nice. This is Yoshi's Adventure where you go in. And it's a very slow kind of ride there just to relax around the park.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
And then you can meet Mario and Luigi. Look at that. Mario and Luigi.
But honestly, I've seen the renders. I've never been to the park, but I've seen very small videos. And I feel that the perspective and the way that it was built, it makes you feel like it's a huge world, but it's very small. Like it's a it's like a very kind of cozy little corner there. Right. Yeah. So it's not, but you have enough room to walk, of course, but
but this one's gonna be the biggest park of all of them, the Epic Universe one.
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, you can even see the entrance is different. Look at that. That's the entrance for Epic Universe. Compared to if we go to Universal Orlando, right? Universal Hollywood. Okay. Yeah, it's Park and Rec. All right.
Hollywood Horror Nights are back. I'm sorry, I love it.
Yeah, they are. So this is the Universal Hollywood. I wonder if they have the show. Okay, this is the entrance here. I think this is the entrance.
That's the entrance.
Yeah,
it has like little LEDs as you were, getting teleported into the pipes.
Yeah, so you walk to a corner of the park there, and then you find this entrance Super Nintendo World with the pipe there, and that leads you to the castle there, and then you can compare that entrance with this one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a huge difference.
Yeah, and the way they're marketing this is different worlds. Right, this has to be the video game world. There are other worlds in the park. You can already see like from afar. It has kind of like the same, I will say the same stuff when it comes to how they build it, but I'm guessing it's just a little bit wider, more spaced out. Let's see here. We have the watch bands, of course. I already have all of them.
Nice. Yeah.
For these two. Actually, I actually have all these right here, and I have the 1 year Mario 1 year anniversary, which is a gold one.
I have a question about the power up bands because I've seen a lot of people tapping the power band, but I also noticed that you don't really have to. Like when you're if you're just punching under the question block, it actually activates. Because I've seen people tapping on it and it doesn't look cool. Like if you do it this way, like upwards, then you're actually, hitting the question block, right? So have you tried like tapping or punching it?
So for experience wise, you punch up, right?
Yeah, you punch up.
And to collect, you have to tap it. So it comes with an app. The Super Nintendo World app, where when you first get your watch band, you pair your band to the watch, to the phone, to the app, and then when you go into the park, you have to tap your watch wherever you go to gain points. I know that one of the challenges, I think the Bowser's challenge, the Bowser Jr.
Mhm.
challenge, you need the watch for. You can follow it without the watch, but if you want to collect a whole bunch of things like tap here, it'll all be saved in the watch. I think the watch is also good for saving stuff within the park. There's more features for the watch they haven't unveiled yet, but so far, collecting coins and that stuff, and then they have a leaderboard where they show, okay, who was the leader in collecting coins for the day. This you can go to the app and say, okay, what position am I in? How many coins did I collect today? Whatever. Yeah. So that's what the watch is for. And also, when you take it home, it's an amiibo of the actual character.
Oh, it's an amiibo. That's really nice.
Yeah. So you have Mario amiibo, Luigi, Peach.
I want all the Legend of Zelda ones, of course, as soon as they're available.
Those are gonna be awesome, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna be sold out so fast because the Donkey Kong ones look pretty good, like the one with the bananas here, and then Diddy Kong.
The one for Diddy Kong.
Yeah, Diddy Kong. Yeah, those look pretty cool. But yeah, guys, it's gonna be crazy. I mean, Nintendo is doing what they can. Oh, this is the other world, Dark Universe. This looks crazy cool.
Yeah.
They have all the of course. They have their take of all the classic, Frankenstein and Victoria. This is Dr. Victoria Frankenstein. We have Frankenstein here. We got the werewolf. It's pretty cool. I think it's gonna be Halloween there all year.
Pretty much.
And then we have How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk.
Mm-hmm.
Not a real big fan of that, but I'm pretty sure that is cool. And other stuff around the park, so it's pretty cool. Pretty awesome. I'm more interested in Super Nintendo World because I'm gonna live there. I'm just gonna put my bed somewhere, like Zelda. I'm gonna echo my bed in there and just stay there. Let's see here. All right, so I think we have reached the Q&A portion of the podcast. Who's excited for Super Nintendo World? Because, man, what's coming is crazy. I can't hear the music anymore. There it is.
There you go.
Super Nintendo World is only the beginning. Like Lily said, the Zelda movies are on the corner too. And if we already have a filming start date of January 5th, that means that the cast is around the corner. The cast announcement is around the corner. Link does talk. Get used to it because Link is going to talk. Can you imagine an entirely muted Link throughout the entire movie? Not going to work.
No, it's not going to work.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like when even with the Super Mario Brothers movie, everybody was a little bit upset with the fact that Mario wasn't going to be doing this, yoo-hoo, like all the sounds and it's me, Mario, and all that kind of stuff. Because Shigeru Miyamoto said, like, if it would be very annoying to be listening to Mario talk all the time for an hour and a half, straight up for an hour and a half. So for Link just doing this, like mimicking like he's talking, it's gonna be so weird, right? So yeah, Link is gonna talk, you guys. You will be able to speak.
Yeah, and what you notice from Mario is that all he does is react. Mamma mia, Yahoo!
Right, yeah.
So even in the movie, he did say a Yahoo. He reacted in that way.
And they did great with that, yeah.
Yeah, and they did explain how the accent came to be. They were doing the little commercial, right? The little commercial for the plumbing company, and that's how Mario did his over exaggerated Italian accent for that. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be an awesome movie. I can't wait for them to see the cast, because when we see the cast for the first time, then we get to visualize them. Like, that's gonna be Link. That is Link. That is Zelda. That's gonna be so exciting, right? And then to see Ganon, maybe of course without his makeup, but the actor. There are so many. I'm more intrigued with Link with Ganon than anyone else, because it's such a big, powerful character to cover. That when we actually see him in live action, I don't know. I still don't know how I'm going to react when they do that, but I think it's going to be a roller coaster of emotions when they actually do that.
I don't know.
Who knows, right? Yeah, I mean, a roller coaster of emotions. Some people will be excited, some people will be upset. Oh, well, they should have chosen an unknown. No, they should have chosen something more known. Or somebody's always going to be upset over something. But fucking
You can't really make everybody's happy. Like
yeah,
that's the
exactly,
way it is.
exactly. All right, Boomini, thank you, Boomini, for the super chat at $5. Are you either of you going to play Echoes of Wisdom on 1 second time, and and do a hero mode? I did hero mode the first time.
So Boomini, I'm not sure if you're aware of this. Mike wasn't the first time, but you can swap between the two in the same file.
Mhm.
So if you're currently playing Echoes of Wisdom, you can go into the settings while you're playing and you can swap it to hero mode. But yeah, it sounds like a good challenge. At least I have not tried it yet myself, because I usually like to play my games the first round normal mode, and then I experience like hero mode or higher difficulty the second time around, but at least the first time. But that's a really nice feature that you can swap between the two while playing the game.
Yeah, it is. It is. And thanks to Lily, I didn't know about that. Like, I was like almost towards the end already when I found out. Like, what, you can? Like,
yep.
I played the entire thing in hero mode. I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna go back because I already started it. Let me just kind of. It took me a couple of tries because it could get very difficult. But it was worth it at the end because the sense of accomplishment and the beating the I don't want to talk about it because I want to give out spoilers, but there's a little house you go into. You complete some of the side quests where you have to kind of do some little levels, which is fine.
It's a long list.
It is, but it was fun. And then I didn't do it on my first try. I did some stuff and it came back that. So yeah, and it's worth it. It's all worth it. All worth it. All right, so we are officially in our Q&A. We are in our Q&A. So if you have any questions for us regarding Nintendo Switch 2, regarding for Lily or for me or for anybody else, you can even ask Joycey a question. She's in the chat. She can answer too.
Yep.
You can go ahead and put that question in there, and then Lily can go ahead and highlight it, and then we can go ahead and come with the question.
Yep. So I'm going to get started with Christopher. Thank you, Christopher, always asking questions during the podcast. Thank you so much. So it's for both of us. If you could create your own theme park, what would you make? What would the main attraction be?
You
want to think about it? I don't know. Like if I could create my own theme park, well, I guess Nintendo's gonna do it. Like if it wasn't going to be, let's say that they never got into the theme park business at all. My dream will definitely be to have a Legend of Zelda park, for sure. In terms of but they will be doing it, so they're gonna do it. So that's a great great news for me. But in terms of the main attractions, we could probably, I mean, I would love to have a thrilling ride, of course, like a roller coaster. But also I have a feeling that it has a lot of potential for dark ride modes, more like Disneyland kind of dark ride modes. So sort of telling you the story. And I don't know if you can ride something that goes fast enough for you to have a great experience. So there are plenty of things that you can think of, but I can't really have something built on top of my head right now. But it will definitely be Nintendo, and there's already one. So
yeah. In my case, I would say I would build superhero world or a park where you are a superhero and everything around you that's built is meant to make you feel like a superhero. Like, for example, if there's a car there that looks just like a regular car, but you can actually lift it up, kind of like take it by one side.
Superpowers.
Yeah, you lift it up, right? Or there's a cup of something over there where you can just kind of blow it away or whatever, right? And then at the end, they give you like a big giant boss battle that, with whatever they give you, you can actually just defeat this big giant 3D boss battle with your glasses or whatever. and then maybe have like a lot of air that makes you fly. I don't know, something. But superhero world, interactive one where you can actually feel like you're a superhero. Because I've always wanted to fly. I'm not afraid of heights. I want to go to space one day, and I wish I could fly. I would be flying every day. Actually, I'll take my phone with me, and then my entire YouTube channel will be just me flying everywhere.
That sounds like a good idea.
Right?
Yep, for sure. All right, so now we have I'm not very sure if it's an actual question, but Nintendo's no, it's I know a Nintendo should have been used the voice from the cartoon. Are we talking about the Link's voice from the cartoon? Just clarify that. Excuse me, princess. Is that the one we're talking about? No, they're not gonna go for it. They're definitely not gonna go for it. Have you ever watched that show, by the way?
The old Zelda game.
Yeah, the cartoon. Yeah.
It used to be part of the Mario Super Show.
Yeah, exactly. It used to be part of it.
I have the DVDs. All
oh, really? Oh, that's so cool. I think I recently saw that they had it in special. They have like a promotion going or whatever. But yeah, no, I don't think they're gonna go with that kind of. Also, the way that Link, his personality is, of course, way not the Link that we love, the Link that we all love, of course. So I understand that it was many decades ago, actually. So there were different times back then. So no, I don't think they're gonna go with that. If that was your question, but let me know in the chat if that wasn't the thing. Joyce is saying that she's getting the DVDs this month. CDI Link, Cartoon Link, exactly as Tall Show is saying right now.
Oh my god, that CDI Cartoon Link is just
yeah, I know. But I mean, they exist. They're there if you guys want to try them. If you can get your hands on a CDI Philips, I mean, you could definitely try it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never played them though, because it was more like we only had the Nintendo Entertainment System and that was it. We never got anything else. Even the SNES, we never got the SNES. It was Nintendo 64, GameCube, and then I had a Wii U.
Yeah.
And a Wii. No, Wii U never had. I'm sorry. It was the Wii, and then I tried the Wii U, but I've never actually owned a Wii U. That was pretty much it for me. But no. And then we have another one from Joycey. Kat, she's suggesting Zelda cast announcement.
At the Game Awards? Yeah. Can you imagine at the Game Awards where we have like our season finale of the podcast? That would be the best day ever, man.
That'll be amazing. However, have we been historically able to see huge Nintendo announcements for the Game Awards? Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, Nintendo, who won Game of the Year? Oh, Adventure Game of the Year was Tears of the Kingdom. The Adventure Game of the Year.
Yeah, no, but it was Breath of the Wild's got Game of the Year, but that was 2017. Tears of the Kingdom, unfortunately, did not won last year. So, but in terms of Nintendo announcement, that's my concern. Like usually, there's always this kind of conversation going, of course, on forums and on the internet that Nintendo is present in the Game Awards, but they're not heavily present. Like they don't really use that show as their bigger announcement platform. That's what I mean. Like they usually don't.
It has to do with relationships because
probably
Jeff Keighley was closer to Reggie than he is to Bowser. And so you see that's why Reggie is always in every Game Award. Reggie Fils-Aimé, and even presented also at one point for the Game Awards. So it just has to do with relationships and stuff, you know.
Yeah, because last year it was Baldur's Gate 3, I think that was the Game of the Year.
Baldur's Gate, yeah.
Do you think they're gonna nominate Echoes of Wisdom as Game of the Year? Do you think it has potential for Game of the Year?
To me, it does. Like for me personally, but. And this year hasn't been that big with games, so it could make its way into the conversation. I can't really think of any other games like Let me see. Let me.
I hope they include Astrobot because
Oh,
I've
for sure.
heard wonderful things about it, but I think that it has been very rough for the release. That's what
Mhm.
I've heard. But personally, I'm not very sure. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth most likely is going to be there, but I don't know. I've always have this kind of conversation of dispute as to does
Mhm.
a remake deserve to be a game of the year or not, and I would say yes, but there's always like this kind of debate whether if they're
It's a different game. It's a remake, but it's a completely different game. It's
yeah,
a,
exactly. That's what I mean. They build it from the ground up, right?
yeah.
The only thing that they don't really do from scratch will be like the story, because there's already a
Mhm.
story about the previous game, and they even tweak that. Like most of the times, they change things.
Mm.
Silent Hill 2 also could be potentially nominated for Game of the Year as well,
Yeah.
because I've heard some wonderful things about it. Even though everybody was concerned about because they tried in the past and they lost all the files and it was a whole mess back then, and
Yeah.
but this time around looks like it's going to be good.
So I have you in the top 5. I mean, according to fans, number 1 will be where I lost. We got Astrobot is number 1 on the list. Metaphor is number 2. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is number 3 on the list. Balatro, I don't know what that game is. Never heard of it. It's there. And then 5 is The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. So we have at least in the top 5. Silent Hill is number 6. So we have at least those top. Those are the 6 games that kind of, according to Polygon.com, they are in the contender. So hey, we never know. We never know.
Yeah. And also one of the things that Joyce has pointed out on this question is that I know Nintendo hasn't done hardware reveal at the Game Awards before, but this could be a new, different way of market of the Nintendo Switch too. I do agree, but based on what you mentioned about this kind of relationship wise, it might be a little bit harder to do so. But that'll be amazing. Like I will definitely lose my mind that day if that happens. Hopefully they do. Hopefully you take advantage of that.
Yeah. Reggie was just most social and he was more creative and like more fun. Bowser is more he's more of an introvert and he's more a numbers guy, and he's kind of a finance and very calculated, and and so yeah, Reggie will take the leap. I don't think Bowser would. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to I'm sorry, I'm gonna give it to Astrobot.
Yeah.
Astrobot this year. I'll give it to Astrobot just because it's PlayStation's first attempt at literally trying to take go that route. Because they've been trying to always give us hyper realistic and these big giant graphics and everything like that, but they've never given us like a really good platformer. And this is I think I'm not gonna say their first big attempt at going into the platformer, family friendly, super fun platformer, and they did an incredible job. So I love Echoes of Wisdom, but
Echoes of the Wii.
But a Zelda game already won Game of the Year, so I'll give it to.
Wait a minute, Mike. I mean, we need all the awards. What are you talking about? Don't take Zelda out, please. Don't.
They're gonna give her the best the cutest award ever, the most adorable one.
I feel like it has potential to be nominated, and I'm very sure that people is going to be able to vote for it. And I also agree that it deserves to be there, but I don't think that it has potential for Game of the Year. Don't hit me, please, please. Internet, don't break about it. I just feel that it was a little bit unexpected, and also there are some things that don't bother me, but in terms of if you're putting into a balance, performance wise, and I would say that unfortunately, I can't believe I'm saying this, but there are better games out there. That's what I believe. So
this year, there are better games out there. They did announce Echoes of Wisdom in June of this year, right?
Yeah.
It was like so fast, like from June to September. It was like, okay, hey, everybody, guess what? We have a new Zelda game. Oh, it's coming out 2 months, 3 months, right? It was like they gave nobody time to kind of. It was
It was very fast, but you know what I can tell you is that if you guys go and read the interview for the developers interview, one of the things that they did change here is because Grezzo, we know that they have been working on remasters and remakes. At least the latest remake was Link's Awakening, right? The other ones, like Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, sadly, they're not remakes, you guys, they're actually remasters. But they did a great job on it because even though they are remasters, they did necessary tweaks and changes for newer players to be able to, experience Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask way better compared to Nintendo 64. But in this case, for Echoes of Wisdom, what I understand is that Nintendo, of course, was supervising everything. The first time around with Link's Awakening, they were very, they were following the same formula, but with Echoes of Wisdom, they ask everybody at Grezzo for their ideas. So that's why I believe that they came out with the game so fast, because it wasn't just Nintendo, it was Grezzo's ideas as well. And also Grezzo is the entire team. It's a very small company, of course, but every single one of the developers that were involved in Echoes of Wisdom or all the remakes that I talk about or the remasters, they are Zelda fans. So that's why you have this kind of feeling when you're playing Echoes of Wisdom that you have that magic again, or that little spark with the classic games, but it's synchronized with the newer formula. So they did a wonderful match between the two. So that's why I feel that it was a very no one was expecting it, right? So they just did it on the perfect time. So they were like, okay, we're gonna do this, send in your ideas, and we're gonna. And also, without giving, I mean, it's not really a spoiler, but there are so many so many enemies from a lot of different Zelda games. They make their reappearance, and that's so wonderful. That's so amazing, because you even see enemies or things that you see in Twilight Princess. It's like, whoa, they even included things from Twilight Princess, which is great. So it's just wonderful. But again, about Game of the Year, nominated and well deserved, yes, but winner, I'm not pretty sure. But who knows? It could be.
It's gonna be, there's many awards they can qualify for.
Right.
I don't see one. Wait. We'll wait.
We'll see.
It'll be nominated for a couple of awards to see which one it gets. But as long as it wins for us, it's a winner for us. It's a fun game. I'm not gonna play it again till like next year, just so I can be fresh again in my head. But it's a fun game. It's a fun game.
For sure.
Fun guy.
Blue Moon, thank you very much for sending your question. Well, are we playing Mario Party Jamboree? Yes or no? For me, it's a no right now, unfortunately. Sadly, you know what? I think I'm gonna take advantage of the Nintendo vouchers for that, because I also want to get it's not Nintendo. Well, it is Nintendo, but it's not like the bigger IPs. I want to get the new Sonic game as well. That actually makes me very intrigued, and I really want to try it. But with the vouchers, you can get like 2 games, right, or something like that. That's what I understand, and I could probably get the Mario Party Jamboree with that. I'm definitely considering it because I've heard so wonderful things about it.
Yeah. In my case, I had to decide whether I was going to get Tears, Echoes of Wisdom, and then skip one and then get the other one, because I'm not rich like that. And we're in the middle of selling our house and getting a new one. So there's a lot of expenses to go into that. So I'm like, okay, I have to choose which one I'm going to get. Eventually, I'm going to get it because my family likes Mario Party, but not yet. Unless one of you out there want to donate it, Lily and I can receive codes from Mario Party.
Absolutely.
Just send us play. Guys, don't you send us codes. But yeah, no, not yet. Well, eventually we'll get it, but not yet.
Yeah. Okay. I will get it because I think it's important for me to have it, especially when you have you want to spend some time having fun. Of course, that's a wonderful game. And I've seen that their games are so good for this particular one. So yeah, looking forward to it. It's just not yet.
Yeah, agreed.
I think that's the same question, or did I missed your other question, Blue Moon? No, I think that's the same question. Yeah, I think that was it. I think we have a little bit more. If anybody wants to send another question, feel free to send them in. Let me see. Yeah, that one has been already answered. Yep. We are good, basically.
Yay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your questions. They were very, very fun. All right, friends. So that's not the music I want to go for. Let me see if I can hear.
That's the one.
That's the one. All right. So I want to go ahead and shoot it over to Lilly so that she can tell us what she has going on and where can we find her on this fine day.
You can find me as Lilly Hyrule on YouTube and also pretty much everywhere. So if you can just, if you would like to subscribe to my channel, that'll be amazing. I do have an unboxing video releasing tomorrow. I'm gonna be on a long break from streaming. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be able to stream, reactions to things if my, my regular schedule permits it. But other than that, everything has been going well. I did release last week a video about all the other games where you can play as Princess Zelda, and the CDI games are included there. So just like Joycey said, like we don't talk about Bruno, as well, like we don't talk about the CDI games, but it is important because, Princess Zelda was a playable character and even debuted as one of the protagonists, but it's not canon, by the way. But that was a lot of fun. Me, working on that video. I really, really like the idea of working on a video like that, and more videos coming very, very soon. So stick around. Also, the Zelda Marathon is still ongoing. So basically, I'm going to be publishing all of the games. But so far, I am up to oracles. So every game has been completed, and until I like the oracles are the last ones I see. I think that also Joycey did mention that she tagged us on all other questions, but I can't find them. I'm so sorry, Joycey. I think I missed them. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Thank you very much. And you can catch me here every Friday, 8:30 here on the Nintopics podcast as well.
Awesome sauce. So I want to go, before I talk about myself, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Joycey J in the chat. You guys can follow her, Joycey J, at DJ Joycey on Twitter. And you can ask her anything about Zelda and she'll respond about Zelda stuff or anything else that's going on. Yeah, she's go ahead and follow her on DJ Joycey on Twitter. You can find her here on the Nintopics podcast starting next Wednesday. Next Friday night.
I was like, Wednesday? Wait a minute. What? When did we change the date?
It's next Friday. And of course, we got Paul Gale. Paul Gale is trick or trunk, right? Trick or trunk. It's like a trick or treat, but safer with his kids right now. But you can find Paul Gale on YouTube, on Insta, and on X at Paul Gale Network as well. And of course, Zack Attack. You can also find Zack Attack at Young Calf Zack on X. Those are the missing part of our families that we miss so much. Paul was here, but the other two, hopefully we'll see them back next week.
That's Friday.
Me, well, you're already here, so you know where you can find me here at the Mike Odyssey channel. Unless you're over at Lilly, you can also find me here at the Mike Odyssey channel.
Yep.
And Monday through Friday, Nintendo news. We got reviews. I am thinking of doing a new format of news. It's going to be live news, an hour a day. I want to let you guys know whether you want to see the Mike Odyssey show live news every day at 12 noon from 12 to 1 live. So you guys can
That's Eastern time, right?
Yeah, Eastern time, yeah. So I can give you guys the live news, and then in the afternoon I'll release a video kind of recapping the news, right? Like the same news, but one is live, when it's more recappy. So that way people who want to watch the shorter version and we can watch it. And so let me know if that's something you guys. I'll put the poll in the community section on the channel. What else we got going on? Oh, we got the of course the Nintopics podcast. We got the Indie Spotlight podcast happening. I will be publishing them here on the channel instead of on the Indie Man channel every Saturday. Whenever I have one out, it's gonna be on Saturday. So stay tuned. On Saturdays, you can watch an interview. I just finished an interview with Way Forward Games. We spoke a lot. They gave us exclusive information. They dropped an exclusive announcement. They are awesome that way on the podcast. And so that one is coming up in November, the first week of November. And what else we got going on? Oh yeah, we have a big announcement. Big.
Wait a minute, and you were like not very hyped about it. What's going on?
A big announcement that will be announced very soon. I'm not gonna tell you guys now. I'll tell you guys later when it happens. And so, with that, my friends. Oh, by the way, last thing. I'm sorry, my friends. Birthday stream. I'm so sorry.
Oh, what happened? Yeah.
The birthday stream was supposed to be on the 12th, my birthday, right? Could not be on the birthday because of the hurricane, right? Hurricane came by, they destroyed a whole bunch of stuff. And then the following week, I could not do it either because of some family stuff. And so officially, it'll be on Halloween night. If you guys want to come by, I'll do the tournament on Halloween night if you guys want to come. Well, it's a bad time to do a Halloween night stream. People are trick-or-treating. I don't know. I'll put a poll out for the birthday stream. Yes, Nate, there is a big announcement coming our way.
Nate. By the way, can I suggest can we use costumes for Friday?
Yes.
Okay.
You can. Next Friday is gonna be the first, but still you can.
I mean, it's closer to the other muertos, but Mexican holiday.
You're right.
But...
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you can use. I think I'll wear my Donkey Kong costume next Friday. Next Friday.
I have my costume, my Zelda costume.
Yeah,
want to try that one.
So yeah, Joey C, you heard it here first. Joey C, if you want to come in costume next Friday, you can.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah. So that big announcement. I have to record the announcement and then I will issue the announcement. It's a big giant partnership coming up, and it has to do with the future. It's not the present, it's the future. The future. All right, my friends, thank you guys so much for being here at the Nintopics podcast. Here, Friday night, October 25th, 10:23 p.m. And how many seconds? Some seconds. Before I'll let wait, one more announcement. I forgot one more announcement. We are the Nintopics podcast finale.
Right. Yeah.
Then I have to say it every podcast because you remember that finale is not going to be on a Friday. The finale is going to be on a
Thursday, right?
Thursday, yes. October 12th. That's the finale. Write it down in your calendars. We have is it pajama party or is it costume party?
It's pajama party.
Okay, so pajama party. We have a lot of giveaways. Maybe I can choose like 100 people. Maybe we'll
that's a big number.
Maybe we'll choose like 100 people. If 100 people make it, if 100 people only make it, then everybody's a winner. But we will have a giveaway on that day, pajama party, and we will also celebrate the finale of the Nintopics podcast season 3 at the Game Awards. All right.
Yep. Oh, also, I'm not sure if you're already considering that, but can people share their pajamas on the Discord?
Yeah, that's gonna be the contest.
Okay, amazing.
Contest. So yeah, if you guys want to join the pajama party contest, then get your pajamas ready. Get your pajamas ready.
Get
PG
them.
pajamas, okay? PG pajamas. This is the family channel. All right.
Yep. Keep that in mind.
Before we let you go, number one. Never give up. Don't do it. It's not cool. Should not do it. No.
Don't ever.
Never. And number two. Don't give up. Journey on.
Journey on.
You gotta do it. You gotta do the journey thingy.
Do it.
Gotta do the journey thingy.
Bring your Nintendo, your pajamas as well, Nintendo Prime.
Gotta do that pajama party tune.
Yep. I'll let him bite it.
All right, friends. Bye.
Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
I think the conversation is almost over. I'm looking for
Come on, let's do it.
I'm looking for the end button.
You got this.
Somebody move the end button. What in the world is this?
No clue.
I don't get it.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, guys. Thank you. I'll be right with you. Ending.
Bye.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for.